I took the $10 million check, smiled, and turned it into $500 million, while they begged me to come back. I thought true love was worth dying for. Turns out it was worth exactly $10 million, and one very calm smile. My name is Ethan Kane. 3 years ago, I was the pathetic simp who followed Sophia Langford everywhere like a lost dog. Her father, Victor Langford, billionaire CEO of Langford Capital, finally had enough. He invited me to a private room at the Peninsula Hotel in Beverly Hills and slapped a $10 million check on the table. Take it and disappear from my daughter's life. Sophia sat there with her ice queen stare while her new boyfriend Logan Reed smirked like he'd already won. In my last life I tore that check to pieces, told them love wasn't for sale, and spent the next 10 years chasing her like a fool. I took a knife in a dark alley trying to protect her at a business party. The last thing I saw was Victor's blank face, and Sophia looking right through me like I was nobody. This time I woke up on the exact same day. I calmly picked up the check, folded it neatly, and looked Victor dead in the eye. "Thank you, sir." The room went silent. Victor's prepared speech died in his throat. Logan's smug grin froze. Sophia's perfect ice queen mask cracked for the first time. Her pupils shrank like she'd been slapped. I slid the check into my pocket, gave a small respectful bow, and said, "From today forward, I won't bother Sophia again. Sorry for the last 3 years. My bad. I wish you both the best." Logan tried to save face. "Thought you had a spine, Kane. 10 million for 10 years? Pathetic." I looked at him with genuine pity and replied, "It was only 3 years, Logan. And it wasn't love, it was me being a simp. 10 million is actually a fair wage for the effort. Thanks for the raise." I walked out without looking back. The sunlight outside hit different. I didn't cry. I didn't scream. I just pulled out the check, stared at all those zeros, and whispered, "Screw love. This life I'm married to money." I didn't cash it right away. I knew Victor was the type to put traps in it. Instead I drove straight to my tiny studio in Koreatown, opened my laptop, and used the one advantage I had, perfect knowledge of the next 10 years. I transferred 9.9 million into my trading account and went all in on a tiny semiconductor startup called Apex Dynamics. Tomorrow they were announcing a breakthrough patent that would send the stock from $4 to over $400 in 18 months. While the market slept, I also bought up every undervalued AI and green energy stock I remembered exploding. Then I snapped my old SIM card in half, blocked every number connected to the Langfords, and moved into a new place the same night. I never went back to that apartment. I never looked back. 18 months later Apex Dynamics hit $412 a share. My $9.9 million was now $487 million. I rebranded as Kane Capital, quietly bought the entire building that housed Langford Capital's West Coast offices, and became the majority investor in 3 of their biggest competitors. Victor tried to call. Sophia showed up at my new penthouse in downtown LA with tears, and "I was wrong" speeches. Logan sent desperate DMs offering partnerships. I let all 3 of them wait in the lobby for 3 hours like they once made me wait outside Sophia's parties. When security finally brought them up, I was sitting behind my desk with the original $10 million check framed on the wall behind me. Victor's face was pale. Sophia looked broken. Logan couldn't even meet my eyes. I leaned back and smiled the same calm smile I gave them that day in the hotel. "You offered me 10 million to disappear. I took it. Then I turned it into $500 million while you were busy laughing at me. Now I own the building you work in. I own the companies that are about to bury yours. And I'm giving you the same choice you gave me." I slid 3 new checks across the desk, one for each of them, each for exactly $10,000. "Take it. Disappear from my life. And if you ever try to contact me again, I'll make sure every investor on the West Coast knows exactly how Langford Capital treats the people who actually built their early success." Sophia's voice cracked. "Ethan, please. I made a mistake." I stood up, buttoned my jacket, and looked her straight in the eyes, the same eyes that once watched me bleed out in an alley. "You didn't make a mistake, Sophia. You made a transaction, and I just completed it with interest." I had security escort them out. The last thing they saw was me walking onto the private balcony overlooking the city I now owned a piece of. Sometimes the coldest revenge isn't yelling or fighting. It's taking the exact money they used to humiliate you, multiplying it 50 times, and handing them back a fraction of it while you sit on top of the empire they helped create. Thanks for listening on Hidden Thread Teller. What's your take on this one?